It is another very awesome weather day across the Bluegrass State. But a familiar friend is about to surge back into the Bluegrass State.
A man accused of raping an elderly woman made his first appearance in court. And a Scott County judge now has to decide if missing evidence will lead to charges being dropped in a 2010 murder case.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon to you and welcome to WKYT News at 4. Amber Philpott reporting. It is another gorgeous weather day across the Bluegrass State and you should be taking full advantage of it. Here's a live picture now of downtown Lexington, but steamy temperatures and scattered storms trying to make its way back into the Bluegrass. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Amber. Yes, indeed. Nice out there across the region right now. About as good as it gets across central and eastern Kentucky for the middle of August. Past few days have been awesome as well. Currently low 80s and low humidity out there across the entire area. Let's hit the fast forward button, shall we? Look at 7 o'clock this evening through 11 into the upper 60s. Now, unlike where we've been over the past couple of nights with those readings into the 50s, watch what happens to the thermometer. It actually begins to drop, and then all of a sudden 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning starts to come up a little bit. Southwesterly winds kick in across the region. Those winds will eventually usher in some scattered thunderstorms. Nothing on your Defender radar network now, but look at western Kentucky. Thunderstorms breaking out around the Paducah area and points to the south between Paducah and Nashville. That is on the leading edge of that warmer and more humid air that is blowing back in here, and that will give us that pattern that can produce a shower or thunderstorm on any given day as the tropical feel returns to central and eastern Kentucky. And when I return in 15 minutes, we've got the hour-by-hour forecast fired up to track the steam and the scattered storms.
We will see you then, Chris. Thank you. An investigation is underway after a deadly shooting in Rowan County. It happened on Brown Ridge Road. That is Kentucky 32 near the Elliott County line. Kentucky State Police say one person is dead. They tell us the shooting was the result of a domestic dispute. Police say there were multiple people in the home at the time of the shooting, and they aren't sure yet which person shot the man. We'll have the very latest from Rowan County ahead for you on WKYT News at 5. We're learning more about a Lexington man accused of breaking into a 78-year-old woman's home, raping her, and then trying to cover up the crime by pouring bleach on her. Today, Jeffrey Cummins was in court to answer to the charges. The crime happened Sunday morning on Donna Brook Court. As Kristen Kennedy reports, Cummins is accused of committing a similar crime last year. It's our top story at 4. Cummins appeared in court via video arraignment.
The judge entered a not guilty plea for him. She also told him he was not allowed to contact his victims. Those victims, Lexington police say, are a woman in her 60s and a woman in her late 70s. Sunday, officers say Cummins broke into an elderly woman's apartment, raped her, then admitted to pouring bleach on her to destroy evidence. Last year, in April, Lexington police say he committed a similar crime. They say he broke into a woman's home and raped her. Investigators told us it took about a year to track down Cummins and get his DNA. It then took several more months for the state crime lab to match Cummins to the 2015 rape. Lexington police issued a warrant for his arrest for that rape charge Monday, a day after police say he raped a woman living on Donna Brook Court.
It's very disturbing, yes, because we have kids living on this block, and I don't think these kids' moms want their kids living in a neighborhood where old lady just got raped.
He will be back in court next week in Lexington. Kristen Kennedy, WKYT. Lexington police also say Cummins stole prescription medication from the victim Sunday. Today, a judge is hearing arguments over whether a man's murder charge should be thrown out. Police say Nicholas Willinger killed Sue Jones at her Scott County home in 2010. Willinger's attorney has asked to have the charges thrown out because he says a retired detective lost some evidence. The hearing is expected to last several days. And a man accused of killing a Rowan County toddler is now going to trial. Brian Gallagher is accused of murder and criminal abuse in the connection with the 2009 death of 2-year-old Nathaniel Jones. Last week, Jones's mother, Tia Jones, entered an Alford plea to 2 charges of second-degree criminal abuse. The Alford plea means Jones agrees there is enough evidence to convict her, but does not admit wrongdoing. Gallagher maintained that he is innocent today in court. A trial date has been set for February. We're working on a number of other stories for you on WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us now from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Sam.
Hi, Amber. Police say he committed a crime just in an hour after being released from jail. Somerset police tell us that Jonathan Whitaker broke into the home of a woman who had just passed away. Police showed up at that home after a neighbor called 911 when he saw Whitaker break in. After realizing he was hiding in the attic, police say they sprayed pepper spray in the attic and was able to get him down.
And at some point during this activity, he actually stepped through the ceiling of the home right over top of where some of the officers were located. And then they were able to pull him down the rest of the way.
Whitaker is now back in jail where he's facing new charges of burglary, theft, and resisting arrest. Coming up on WKYT News at 4:30, you'll hear what Whitaker has to say from jail. You can expect to see some road closures in downtown Lexington as part of a water system upgrade. Kentucky American Water has started replacing older water mains on 6th Street between North Broadway and Pemberton Lane. Work will continue through November and then take a break until spring. We have a list of the phases of the project on WKYT.com, and we'll have more on the closures on WKYT News at 5 o'clock. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Amber, back to you.
Sam, thank you. Now to some stories making headlines across the nation at 4. President Obama arrived in Louisiana today to get a first-hand look at the devastation left behind by floods over the past couple of weeks. This trip comes amid criticism from Republicans that the president should have been there sooner. Karen Kafa is in Denham Springs, Louisiana, with the latest.
This is not a one-off. This is not a photo op issue.
President Barack Obama has now seen the devastation in Baton Rouge with his own eyes and has promised to provide whatever federal resources are needed to rebuild the flood-torn region.
As of today, federal support has reached $127 million. That's for help like temporary rental assistance, essential home repairs, and flood insurance payments.
13 lives lost, more than 60,000 homes damaged. The Red Cross calling the floods here the country's worst disaster since Superstorm Sandy 4 years ago.
I want the people of Louisiana to know is that you're not alone on this, even after the TV cameras leave.
But some Republicans say this trip should have come sooner. The White House announced the visit on Friday afternoon while the president was on vacation in Martha's Vineyard. It's also when Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump and his running mate Mike Pence were here themselves.
They've never seen anything like it. Honestly, Obama ought to get off the golf course and get down there.
The president of Livingston Parish, one of the hardest hit areas, says he would rather see politics set aside for the sake of his residents.
My concern is getting our parish back up and running. We're resilient people, but we have been knocked out. We got up, we fought back. Anything that FEMA, GOSEP, the governor's office, certainly the president of the United States can do to help our parish, that's what I'm focused on right now.
In Livingston Parish, Louisiana, I'm Karen Kafa.
And as for Donald Trump's opponent, Hillary Clinton, she says she will visit Louisiana when, quote, the presence of a political campaign will not disrupt the response, which was seen by many as a clear shot at Trump's visit last week. Wells Fargo is being told to pay up for misleading student loan borrowers. That story ahead for you in Money Watch. And Uber is hoping to put self-driving cars on the fast track. That's ahead here on WKYT News at 4.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Welcome back in. Wells Fargo is in hot water after the bank charged illegal late fees to some of its student loan borrowers. That begins today's Money Watch. Now it has to pay nearly $4 million to the Consumer Financial Protection Agency. The bank must also set aside $410,000 to refund customers hit with the illegal fees. General Motors has announced a $90 million expansion of its Marion, Indiana factory. The investment will help modernize the way components there are made. The upgrade should be finished by next year. You can now drive a Tesla without making a long-term commitment. For the first time, 2-year leases of the models are being offered. They start at $593 a month with a down payment of a little more than $7,000. Uber is putting self-driving vehicles on the fast track. The on-demand car pioneer recently bought a company called Otto that's designing autonomous big rigs, and it'll soon be testing self-driving passenger cars. John Blackstone takes a test drive.
At 55 miles an hour with no one behind the wheel, Otto has tested its technology on closed roads. For test runs like the one we took on a busy freeway.
And so we are engaged. With that, the truck is driving itself.
A safety driver sits behind the wheel just in case. Lior Ron is co-founder of Otto.
Your goal here is to build equipment that can be put onto any truck, to make any truck a self-driving truck?
Correct. The announcement last week that Uber is buying Otto for an estimated $680 million gives the ride-sharing giant access to Otto's advanced technology.
It will allow us to really get to that future sooner than later.
That future is arriving in Pittsburgh, where Uber is introducing a fleet of new cars equipped to drive themselves. For now, those Uber cars will have a safety driver, but more than 1 million Uber drivers around the world may be seeing a future where they are no longer needed.
I think self-driving technology will be similar to smartphone technology of the last 10 years, meaning it's going to show up quickly and it's going to change things dramatically.
Truck drivers may have more job security. Otto's self-driving trucks are designed to operate only on freeways. Truckers will still be needed for everything off the freeway. John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.
Uber isn't the only company developing self-driving cars. Its competitor Lyft is working with General Motors on self-driving taxis. Google, Ford, and most other major car companies are also pursuing the technology. Facebook has launched a new app targeting teens. It's called LifeStage. The video-only social network is available for download in the Apple App Store. LifeStage encourages you to take a video and slap a picture frame-like design on top. You don't share the video with friends like Snapchat. Instead, they visit your profile page to view your latest clips. Users must be under 21 to access LifeStage.
Football season is almost here. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about today with the all-new 1865 tailgating suites. It's the 1865 Club, a preview of what you have to look forward to when we return here on WKYT.
And it's certainly feeling the part of football weather out there over the past couple of days. We got some clouds streaming in. I'll show you why those clouds may eventually spit out a thunderstorm or two. Hour-by-hour forecast after the break.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Gorgeous skies out there across the Bluegrass State today. Another winner of a weather day. This is, 2.5 in a row. It started out soggy on Sunday, second half of the day. We'll give it half a day. We look outside right now and some high clouds are beginning to stream on into the area, and those clouds will eventually bring about some changes to the area. It is 82 degrees right now. 82 is what it feels like because the humidity is at 42%. Yesterday at this time, humidity was at 40%, so it's up whopping 2 percentage points over a 24-hour period. Winds, though, kind of telling the tale coming out of the southwest. Low 80s across all of central and eastern Kentucky. Absolutely gorgeous weather. Defender Radar Network, I've got nothing to talk about locally, so let's bounce it out and head into western Kentucky. Clouds are thickening up here, and look at what we have. Little isolated shower and thunderstorm action on the leading edge of that warmer and more humid air that is certainly coming in from the southwest. So your weather breakdown over the next few days. A few storms will return as we go into Wednesday. Humidity levels and temperatures both begin to increase. That'll lead to that tropical feel on Thursday with a storm or two around. Friday, you know the drill. Watching out for a thunderstorm or two. Nothing is a washout as of now. Very steamy temperatures will settle back into the region as well. Hour-by-hour forecast will track a little isolated shower thunderstorm into western parts of the area this evening. Look at tomorrow. Anyone is going to be fair game for at least a scattered thunderstorm to go up as temperatures hit the middle 80s again. Sweat factor increases as we go into Thursday. The possibility is there as well for temperatures to make a run into the upper 80s. A little better coverage for a shower thunderstorm may be noted during that time, and into Friday as well. We'll start it out into the 70s. We'll end it into the upper 80s. 85 to 90 seems to be a good rule of thumb for temperatures over the next several days. You throw the humidity into the mix, And that tropical feel is certainly back, coming in on the back of this high pressure. And as the humid air surges in, we're going to see some daily thunderstorms flaring up. Nothing that is just widespread or concentrated, but a daily round or two of a boomer. It's a very familiar pattern, isn't it? And it kind of feels like home again after a two-day break. Temperatures over the next several days into the upper 80s. Isolated shower thunderstorm, and it is very steamy this weekend. That'll likely carry us into the first part of next week. And by this weekend and early next week, all eyes will be on the tropics and see what's happening across the Bahamas, maybe even into the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, all eyes are on traffic and Officer Don.
And a live look at Lexington rush hour traffic, and one collision working right now on Armstrong Mill Road. This one is a non-injury crash that police are trying to clear up, so it looks like it'll be a while before they get that cleared. We have one lane blocked there. As far as drive times go so far this afternoon, we're good to go to Nicholasville. Normal times, less than 15 minutes. To Versailles, about 12 minutes or so. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. Football season is upon us, and UK fans have a fun new way to tailgate in style this season. Deanne Stevens is out and about today, joining us from Commonwealth Stadium with more. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Commonwealth Stadium. We are just a little bit over a week and a half until the first UK home game. And listen, I think I've pretty much found the spot that everybody's going to want to be at. This is the 1865 tailgating suite club area. And Guy Ramsey is with us. And I walked up and I went, oh, I want one of these in my backyard.
If I didn't work here, this is where I would spend my time on game day. These things are pretty awesome.
They are absolutely awesome. Okay, so first off, what made you guys do this?
Well, we just wanted to give our fans a chance to have a different sort of premium experience on game day, not just during the game, but before the game. Because last year we have new premium seating. This year we'll want to do something before the game. So this is a chance like we've never had before.
Well, people have so much fun. I mean, obviously we have a ton of fun inside the game, but even outside the game too. You see all kinds of people just hanging out by their vehicles and tailgating because we are a tailgating school. This just kind of steps it up a notch for them.
Yeah, this is something, like I said, that we've never had before. This is something that you can see. You can pretty much do everything you would want to do on game day. We're going to have the grill going back here. You see we have patio furniture right here on the outside. 30 passes with each suite, so you can bring all your friends. You can bring a corporate event.
And
TV.
there's like 4 TVs.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even see it here. This TV on the outside right here hasn't been installed yet. We don't want to have that exposed to the elements. And then we're also going to have an awning above here too to keep you out of the elements. And then inside it's nice and cool or nice and hot depending on the weather.
Exactly. So far there are 4 tailgating suites in this area. There will be 6. The good news is there are a few still available for the games. I think you can rent those either for the whole season. Is that how it works?
That's right. Full season or single game. For a single game, they are $5,000. For a full season, it's $30,000.
So, will people go into the game when they're hanging out here? I mean, you think so?
I think they will. The nice thing is that you get it on 10 hours on game day, so you can budget that time however you want. If you want to spend 5 hours tailgating pregame, you can. If you want to come in after the game and tailgate some more, you can do that too.
It makes sense to me. You guys got this figured out, as all of you do here at UK. Now, coming up at 4:50, we're going to step inside the tailgating suite, give you your very own tour. And by the way, we're the first ones to be able to do this, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at UK, the 1865 tailgating suites. That's when we return here on WKYT. Back to you guys.
Deanne, thank you. Just how much sugar should children be eating and drinking? That answer ahead for you in Better Living. And new packaging for food is on the works to keep your food fresher longer. How it works coming up. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $69 million, and tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot is $127 million. It is time now for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. The American Heart Association is recommending that children eat or drink less than 25 grams of added sugar every day. That's about 6 teaspoons. The recommendation is the same for children ages 2 through 18. Eating too much added sugar in childhood is linked to an increased risk of obesity and higher blood pressure. Scientists are working on ways to keep food fresher for longer. Scientists have developed a new kind of food packaging made from milk protein. They say the biodegradable wrap will be up to 500 times better at protecting food from oxygen, and you can eat it. They hope the new wrap will cut down on food waste. For breast cancer patients, attitude could impact the success of hormone therapy. German researchers found that women who had higher expectations of suffering bad side effects before treatment experienced twice as many as women with more positive expectations. The research found counseling could help women have more positive expectations and then stick with their treatments longer. Psychologists have a new tool to predict your mental health. That new tool, Instagram. A study suggests your Instagram pictures can possibly tell you if you're depressed. Researchers looked at nearly 44,000 Instagram pictures from volunteers. Some of those volunteers had a history of depression. They found that people who are depressed posted pictures that were less bright and not as saturated with color. In other words, pictures that were bluer, grayer, and darker. People who were depressed were also found to post more frequently, apply more filters, and be more likely to include faces. Researchers say they want to explore new avenues for screening for mental illness. Now let's head over to Chris for another check of your weather.
Hope they don't audit my Twitter account and just look at that and see what all I do on Twitter. That's why I do Twitter, not Instagram. We're looking outside and we are dealing with a lot of low 80s across the region right now. Blue skies mixed at times with a little cloud cover out there. A lot of those low 80s, low humidity levels. Soak it up, my friends. Absolutely gorgeous. Nothing showing up on your Defender radar network, and it is going to stay that way for the better part of the next at least 12 hours. Can't really promise 24 hours because we will be tracking some scattered thunderstorms back into the region as we go into Wednesday. As that same old pattern we had for the majority of the summer kind of makes an encore performance in the last week and a half or so for the month of August. We'll touch on that in just a few minutes. WKYT News at 4:30 starts right now.